Welcome to the Femalepreneur Coach podcast. I am your host, Rebecca Barr. I am a transformational mindset and business coach and six-figure award-winning female entrepreneur. Ladies, I'm here to tell you that business and making money doesn't have to be hard when you're in alignment and flow. Inside this podcast, I will be showing you how to transform your mindset to program it for success, how to maximize your money vibrations, and how to redesign your business for ultimate financial and time freedom. You know you are meant to live an epic life. Now it's time to claim it. Hey Queen, welcome to another episode of the Femalepreneur Coach podcast. I am your host, Rebecca Barr, and this episode is for you today. If you would like to know the steps needed, strategic and energetic and mindset and all the things to create sales daily in your business. Now, this is, I mentioned on my socials this week that it's the start of my new financial year. And every year I love to take things up a notch and think, okay, what does the next evolution of me look like? Because it's been a journey, right? Anybody that's listening to my Inner Circle podcast episodes will know exactly the journey that I've been on. Through entrepreneurship, through lots of other like personal things, my business and myself and my journey, they go hand in hand, right? You know, business and life is integrated, whether you want it to be or not. So the more that you can get intentional and really observe about as you grow and as you expand and as you hit that next level, what needs to change in your business so that you don't end up in conflict. You know, one of the biggest things that we really struggle with as women is when our brain is in conflict, when we want one thing, but we also want something else, when something is working, but something is not, you know? So it's all about the integration for me. When it comes to business, it's not about hiding parts of yourself to be in your business. It's about the wholeness in everything. So this for me looks like at the start of every year, but also, start of every day, if I'm honest, I always think, okay, what does my next level self look like? Because as spiritual beings, we are here to grow and expand and be all we can be. There's a really great quote actually that I wrote in my book recently, because obviously I'm still in the process of writing my book now, which feels really exciting. I'm starting to like get into it a little bit more, and it's just a really beautiful experience. So if anybody's interested, we have our book club like Q&A hot seat coaching session this week. Let me know. I'll pop the details in the show notes if you'd like to join us, because it would be amazing. What's been really great in that process is having community, obviously, and making it as fun as possible. I'm all about the bloody fun in business and in life, because you only get one, right? So the more that you can create fun around it, the better. But yeah, so as I have started a new financial year, as much as I am looking at ways to, up level my visibility, my brand, my offers, my messaging, all the very masculine strategic stuff, it's also about how do I do that and get to make it as easy as possible. And the reality is, for me, I work with my energy type as a manifesting generator with ADHD, who's also very high energy 99% of the time. For me, what had been missing, as much as I have a great evergreen strategy, I also had inadvertently tied my own hands a little bit in terms of how I receive sales. So I've lent into the creative process, because I'm somebody that could create new offers every single day. I don't know about you, but I am inspired every day, like always. And to have it's great to have some sort of stability and foundation in your offers, like your core offers, your signature systems or whatever that you are known for, so that people, so that you can become known as that expert in your industry. So for me, it's the Queen of Leverage. If you join any of my containers, I've got my three like signature offers. So I've obviously got one-to-one, I've got the mastermind, and then I've got the aligned, empowered and abundant academy. I've also got like my bootcamp and self-studies and those sorts of things, but I'm very much short bursts, high energy type thing. So I love those like high accountability, high energy containers to just get people to move. I love masterclasses. I love like doing all the things. I love variety. So I've really allowed myself to lean into that, because what I had worried about was obviously that it might negate from my main core offers. Obviously that's the reverse. So one of the intentions that I then set about this year going forward is that I'm going to be available to make money in my business every single day. And we're on the 2nd of the month, and I've already like brought in money yesterday, brought in money today. I've got scheduled payments coming tomorrow. Like, we're on track, we're good. And I think that's what's missing. That's the most empowering thing as a female CEO and as a woman in business. Genuinely, the opportunity that is in front of us is next level. To know that you have the power and the potential to make money every single day in your business is truly game changing, I think, because for so much of our life, we're made to feel disempowered. We're made to feel like we're at the mercy of everybody else around us. Like, if you're a good girl and you do well at school, then you'll get a good job, then you'll have a good future. If you're like one version of yourself, then you'll attract a good husband who will look after you. When you're a business owner, as long as you're liked and you've got the know, like, and trust factor, like, you'll make money. And the reality is, the only thing that really determines what you make is you. Everything starts and stops with you. So I set the intention that I want to make money every single day in my business. And I wanted to share those steps that you need to take if you want to do the same, around like energetic and mindset steps. So this kind of covers a bit of both. So the first thing is obviously making the decision and setting the intention that you are not available for anything but, and to really hold the faith and lean into that it's entirely possible for you, and becoming like the gentle observer of anything that comes up for you that's like, but XYZ, insert excuse here, because we can't ignore it. You know, one thing I realized when I really leaned into branching out into different modalities and up leveling myself as coach was that, you know, sheer will and determination, you can be the most like positive person in the world, but there is actual like deep layers of conditioning and work that needs to happen before you can truly embrace that kind of intention. So it's about observing and acknowledging and working through anything that comes up for you that tells you that this is not possible for you. And inevitably it will be things like, well, I haven't done it before. And then it's like, okay, if that is the concern, if that is the but, how do I reframe that into a way that I can really get behind? Because it's not about bullshitting yourself or lying. That's the thing. Your brain knows if you're lying. Hello. So it's about framing it in a way where you can actually believe what you're saying, basically. So it's like, okay, well, I maybe haven't done it yet. Yet is such a powerful word to put into something when we're looking for reframes. However, I know that there's people out there that do. And I know that actually, if I showed up on my stories every day, there's the potential that I could make money. Maybe I could get behind that belief. But really, it's also about deciding that you are no longer going to give yourself an out. You're going to hold yourself accountable, if that's what you want, to showing up and delivering value and being a person that's worthy of, not a person that's worthy, but delivering a value and a service that is worthy of compensation, you know, and you've got to believe that in your soul. So the first thing obviously is to make the decision and set the intention. The next thing is around feeling into that version of you. So if you were, when you think about the kind of person that makes money every single day in her business, what does she look like? Like, how would that feel for you if you were that person? What would that mean for you? This is like manifestation 101. Like, start to drop down into your body, into that version of you that does make money. How does she show up? How does she speak? How does she spend her time? Because the reality is, in order to make money in your business every day, it could be that you know, you currently aren't even at capacity to do any more than you're doing because you're already doing too much. So it's starting to have that radical self-awareness where you can lean into, where is the disconnect between what I want and where I am right now? And that's what that whole process is. But it's also, you know, energy wise, you're a vibrational match to whatever you believe that you are worthy of. So if part of you feels like it's not true, then obviously there's going to be a misalignment between what you want and what you can achieve. But also, when you can start to feel how that would feel to have that money, I guarantee like your shoulders drop, you feel like you can breathe out, you take off some of the pressure that you have unconsciously put on top of yourself, because nobody's watching, right? Nobody's checking up on you. There's no entrepreneur police that are checking in with you every day and saying, did you do a lead generation today? Have you posted on your stories? No one cares, because it doesn't affect them, but it affects you, right? This is a game changer, I'm sure, for you and your family and your business and your goals. If you can really tap into and lean into the opportunity to make money in your business every day, that's fucking exciting. That's empowering. That's truly like something magical. That's the difference between being in corporate and not. Doesn't that not kind of put a few things in place for you? So start to lean into that, like lean into the feeling of, it's already done. I'm making money every day. I'm excited. It means I can maybe turn away from a few things that are coming my way and be more discerning with where I'm putting my energy. Why don't you start doing that now? That's the thing. To become a vibrational match, you need to start thinking, acting, and behaving in the way of the person who already has what you want. And this to me was not a hard concept to get hold of, even when I first started to get into like spiritual teachings and learning about energy and manifestation and all the things, because I've seen it in practice, right? So I'm going to give you an example that I often use. But when I was a HR manager back in corporate, there would be a guy. Well, I used to get it all the time, actually. People would often come to me with a sense of entitlement about, I want this next level of promotion. Somebody else has got it. It's not fair. I'm the one that works hard, that's there every night, that's doing all the things. I've been here the longest. Why did I not get it? And I'm like, well, time for some radical honesty and tough love. You turn up every Monday, absolutely hanging. You moan about the business all the time. You look like a bag of shit. You moan all the time and you hang around with all the people that are at your level. The person that got the promotion was the one that already walks, talks, and acts like a leader, that is already turning up, present, fully on board, ready to do the job, is excited to be here, that looks professional, that is already talking and walking like a manager. So when their manager then has to think about who is the right person for this job, they're the go-to, like they're the obvious choice, because it's so easy for them to they're already acting in that way, right? They're already a manager in everything but title and salary. They're not waiting until they get that pay rise to suddenly start stepping up to the plate. They're doing it anyway because that's who they are. And a lot of the time it's intuitive. Like you get those people that just have that magnetic leadership quality, but equally it's like reframing, rather than feeling like, oh, I'm the one that's getting put on all the time. I always get more responsibility. I always get more to do than everybody else. I used to celebrate it. I'd be like, yes, bring it on, give me all the things, because that just makes me more valuable as an employee. That makes me able to step into that next level of role without any friction, because I'm already doing the things, I'm already talking to the right people, I'm already having the conversations, I'm already privy to the same level of information, I already have like all of this incredible skill set. So that's what I would love for you to kind of start to relate to your story right now. Like, how would it feel for you to make money in your business every day? And where is the disconnect between your current reality? The next thing is around anchoring in and really like leveraging the energy and the excitement. Like I always joke with my clients about like ride that pony all the way home when you do then make a sale. I'm sure there's a more eloquent way of putting it around like expressing gratitude for everything you have instead of focusing on the things that you don't have. But for me, it is like literally be obsessed with everybody that then does pay you money and does really support you and really, really does celebrate you and support you in that way. Like, because from a mindset perspective, it's like we need to let our brain know that in order for us to step into that next level of income, it's safe, right? So the more that you can celebrate not only your success, but the success of others, the more that your brain will be like, yes, this feels good, I want more of this. The more that you will take the inspired action to actually go out there and go and get those sales, the more that the universe will pay up and set up and pay attention to, oh, okay, this is what she wants, like this is exciting. Look at all that big, exciting, expansive and energy emitting from her excitement, but also your audience will see it. Anytime somebody joins my program, I always put a picture on my stories, because I'm so fucking proud of the woman that genuinely invested in herself, because it's never about the money, right? It is never about oh yeah, I've got another person, like another zero on my spreadsheet, amazing. For me, it's like I get to change that person's life. Let's go, bitch. Like, this is fucking exciting. And that's the reality for me. It's not about the money, it is about the person, but also for her, the work's already begun, because the transformation is in the transaction. When you sit and put skin in the game and put money where your mouth is and say, I am ready and worthy of being supported and having mentorship or investing in myself in a program, that's symbolic, right? That is when truly you are ready. You can sit and tell yourself you're ready up till that point. You can consume all of the free content you want, but there's no investment, there's no pressure. It's like, nah, if I don't do it, I don't do it. Like, that's why 99% of people do not actually turn up for free workshops that they sign up for, because there's no skin in the game. It's like nobody cares if they don't turn up. But when you pay, you best believe you'll be paying attention and you'll be there with bells on and you are ready to do the work. That's what most of us as women, like, we can say that we want something, but are you prepared to put money to it? A lot of the time it's a no. It's like, no, because I still need to, I'm not 100% on it. You know, like I don't fully trust myself that I'll get the return on that investment. Not that it's always about the return, but I don't fully trust myself. That's what people are mainly saying when they say that they can't afford it, they can afford it. That's the reality. Like, we're all resourceful women. We can make things happen when we really fucking want to. A lot of the time it's a bit of a, yeah, that'd be nice, but it's not a like, I need to do this thing, I'm doing this thing, it's happening, let's go. Like, that's when you want to meet somebody at that point in the journey. So celebrate everybody that does join, like really start to get that energy around it. The next thing is obviously making sure that you, like, let's be smart about it. You've got to have opportunities to sell every day. You've got to be able to receive money. And if you are somebody who currently has a program that is only around, that only the doors open and close only a certain time of the year, or you've maybe got it's doing live launches, I would strongly recommend that you either pad out your offer suite to allow some passive income so that you at least have the potential to receive, and make it bloody easy. But also you know, put your programs on evergreen, then you can physically take money every day. I will be sharing all of this in more detail inside my brand new masterclass, by the way, Money Multiplier in May. And it's about how you build out those smart offer stacks where you can essentially stack cash, you can monetize absolutely every inch of your business in smart ways, so that it's not about going out to chase the next client all the time, where you can build reoccurring revenue, passive income, like all the things. Lean into that lean back energy in your business. It's bloody exciting. I would love for you to join me. I'll put the link in all of the show notes. And then the next thing I was just going to say was around, there's probably a couple more things actually the more I get into it. It's around, like, what do I need to believe in myself? And that is essentially, as I said at the beginning, it's about you know, that people actually want to work with me, that I can actually change people's lives when they are symbolically, like, invested in the process, that people love to be supported by me, that I'm worthy of massive compensation for my work, that I'm good enough, that I'm ready enough, like all of those sorts of things. I'd love for you to journal on that and take it one step deeper. Like, what would you need to believe about yourself and about the world? So this is the thing, a lot of people will say, like, cost of living crisis and the economy is rubbish. This is why you have to get in the room with the women that are making those big money moves, because their reality is very fucking different. They are having their best income months ever. They are hitting new levels of financial income and shattering glass ceilings, because they have the belief that everybody has money and there is no lack. And what, you know, if one person has money, that doesn't take money from anybody else. There is more than enough to go around, and there will always be more than enough to go around, unless, you know, they suddenly withdraw like billions from the economy and it just gets put in a landfill somewhere. Like, money is energy, it's always circulating, it doesn't disappear and come back. It's always there, it's going somewhere, right? So why not let it flow to you? And if you believe that it's possible, that it can, guess what, that's going to show up in your reality. If you've got a belief that it's not really possible, it's not going to show up for you, not only from an energy perspective, but also mindset. You're not really going to go all in. You're going to be constantly having one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake. Also make sure that you've got capacity. So we don't want anything to negate from this goal. We don't want to say, oh yeah, I want 5 clients, I want 20k, 50k, like all the things, but the reality is you couldn't actually handle that level of business or those levels of clients. So you need to make sure you've got a scalable business model that doesn't require your personal energy for every person that you serve, because again, guess what, you can have one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake, and you're actually not going to want to go all in, and you're probably going to fall short of any financial goals or milestones that you put in place anyway, because again, it will feel overwhelming, it will feel tired. This is how people get burnt out, like all the things. So I hope that makes sense. So it's about deciding and setting the intention, about really anchoring into what that would feel like, and connecting with that at any time that you feel like you're losing your way, you feel like you're losing faith, and that your energy is dipping. Reconnect with those anchors. It's about giving yourself opportunities to actually sell every day, and being committed to showing up and selling every day. Now, again, if anything comes up for you around that feels ick, that feels pushy, that feels sleazy, I'd love to invite you to join my Money Mindset Bootcamp, because that is essentially a money block that is coming up for you. You need to reframe your relationship with money, and you need to transform it in a way that it feels exciting, expansive. The reality is you cannot transform anybody's life for free. So when I wake up in the morning with the intention that I'm going to make money today, it is not about because, I want to get new shoes. It's because I want to change people's lives. Whose life can I change today? Who needs my help right now? That's where it's coming from. It's coming from a place of service. So making sure that you're turning up every single day and giving yourself that best opportunity to actually make money and receive that money. And what do you need to believe? What do you need to believe in order for that to be your reality, and ensuring that you have cleared energy and space so that you can physically receive that as well. So those are my kind of top tips right now. If you want to take that one step further or dive into any of those concepts, I would love for you to join my masterclass, which is next week, which is all around how to call in more of those dreamy clients, how to convert them, and then how to fully optimize your business so you don't have to keep going on this churn of clients where you're continually looking for your next person. It's about keeping people in your world for longer. It's about having smart opportunities to sell, cross-sell, all the things. And I'm so excited because this genuinely is my jam. Money's my jam. Leverage is my jam, and getting the most bang for your buck is my jam. So I'm super excited to deliver this masterclass. I think every fucking woman needs to be on this, because I did not understand and fully appreciate these concepts. I have left so much money on the table over the years. People that literally came in and went out like, bye, like the turnover of clients at the beginning, because I didn't know what I didn't know. And now it haunts me. Like, I could have probably doubled my income at least if I'd known the principles that I'm going to be sharing with you in this masterclass. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I will obviously get back to any of the comments in the Facebook group, and I hope that you are all having a fantastic day. So you can watch this back on either in my free Facebook group, the Aligned, Empowered for Abundant Academy. Yay, Abby says she's going to be there. That's amazing. Or you can watch on YouTube or listen on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you leave me a review, ladies, please. It really helps me to reach more incredible women, and genuinely, I think this is the missing piece of business. So have a great day. Thank you for listening to this episode. It's been amazing to share this time with you, and I feel honoured to be part of your journey. If you've loved what you've heard, had an aha moment, or found value in this episode, then please do like, comment and share. I would love to connect with you on Instagram and Facebook, so come and find me, and I look forward to helping you build your epic life.